Hi guys, do you know what this is? It's my happy dance. You know why I'm doing a happy dance? Let me show you. See this? Look at this. You see what it is? It's not what you think it is. This is a game changer. And if you guys knew about this, why didn't you tell me about this? I'm going to tell you about it. I'm going to tell you about it right now. I'm even going to show you how to make it. Yeah, I certainly am. Look at it. Look at it. Doesn't it look delicious? It is. So in this shallow bowl, I'm putting in 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, 2 tablespoons of this dark soy sauce. It's actually mushroom flavored dark soy sauce. It's really thick. I really like it. You could probably substitute another just dark soy sauce or tamari. 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke. 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. Now my maple syrup's kind of thin. I wish it was thicker, but it's fine. 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. And 1 teaspoon of paprika. Now this is just how I did mine. You could probably spice yours up any way you want. This is what I've used. I've made it twice. I might try tweaking it, but this is a good starting point for you, okay? All right, now we're gonna use these spring roll skins, you know, that you make like Vietnamese spring rolls out of. And I'm taking 2 of them here because we want it twice as thick. And I'm wetting them and then sticking them together. And I'm doing this so I can cut them into bacon strips. But you don't want it so super wet that it's like so limp you can't hold it and cut it, or it just turns into just a sticky glob. So they're wet enough to stick together and I can still cut them. Now they will not cut if they're dry, they'll just shatter. So they gotta be wet. See if you can tell about this limp, this works perfect. So this was perfect for cutting. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make, you know, bacon sized strips. That's why these square ones work good. If you don't have the square ones and you've got the round ones, hey, you can still make bacon, right? It's just these are gonna make perfectly, you know, uniform strips here. Oh, okay. Also, I want to tell you, for this recipe total, I used 4 sheets. This is 2, and then I went ahead and cut up 2 more sheets. So 4 sheets total. All right. Okay, we got them all. There's our bacon strips. Now, like I said, I'm going to cut up more sheets. And now we're just going to dip them in the marinade. So here we go. Now these are the ones that I had just finished cutting. And now I'm dipping them in the marinade, and then I'm kind of squeegeeing off the excess, you know, dipping it in the marinade and getting rid of the excess, making sure it's good and covered. And then I'm using a Silpat here. And you could probably use aluminum foil. I don't think parchment would work well here because this is awful wet, you know what I mean? But the Silpat worked great, didn't stick at all. Now, I do want to tell you that the other batch, after I cut them, I re-wetted them to get them really, really super wet. I wanted to see the difference between going from just cutting them and into the marinade, and then ones that I really soaked with water and put them in the marinade. And I can tell you the ones that I really soaked with the water kind of had a more chewy texture than the ones that went right in the marinade. Those were more crispy. I think the ones I'm doing right now are the ones that were wetter. I don't know if you can see how it's kind of, they're more manipulating. What do I want to say? I can manipulate them easier. So I could kind of like scrunch them up, kind of make them more like bacon, Ripley bacon or whatever. So I would say that I do like the ones that I re-wetted, really wet, and then put in the marinade better. But I liked a chewier bacon better than a crunchy bacon. So those ones on the right were the ones that went right in the marinade, and the ones on the left here are where I can see I can kind of squish them up. Those were the ones I got wet again. All right. So now we're going in the we're gonna go in the oven 400 degrees for 4 minutes. Now these things burn quick. And I think if I did it again next time, I'm gonna try 350 degrees Fahrenheit instead of 400. Okay, so this is how they came out. You can see these were the ones that are a little less crispy, a little more chewy. And I think this was a crunchy one here. And I should probably stop doing a voiceover and you can hear the crunch. Oh, screw it. You don't get to hear the crunch. Trust me, it was crunchy. Okay, are you seeing this? Are you seeing the sandwich? Are you seeing the sandwich? I made that sandwich. See it? Okay, it's got bacon on it. See it? Bacon. Look at it. Look at it closer. Look at it. Oh my God. Look at my sandwich.